Hi, this is Self Discovery Support. I am happy you have joined me here today. And this is just a reading for the collective focused on providing clarity and guidance through understanding the energy of your situation or story. So, due to that, just take what resonates only. And if you find the reading useful, please consider subscribing. And you can also catch daily tarot shorts on this channel. So today we're going to focus on just a general reading for the collective. Let's see what is happening out there, what messages are here. We're using the Urban Crow Oracle today. It's one of those like new decks I have added to my collection. Yeah, I think it's got some interesting messages. It's got deep, shadowy, as well as like practical things happening. And then I'm using bicycle playing cards. Alright, so tell us what's happening in this situation. What message? We have distance. We have influence. We have abundance. Okay, that looks interesting. Let's put these closer. So with distance here, that makes me think that there's something here about travel or separation from something that you are interested in. Almost like also something about having to go the mile, or because you're able to see something from above, like see a bigger perspective here. And it does feel like, okay, something here is affecting. There's something that is coming in. We could use the word third party in this, but I use it to mean something which is an external force, not necessarily a person, but something which comes in and affects the situation. But the outcome is not, that sounds like it might be like a kind of ominous thing, and a kind of outcome that's not great. But the outcome here is actually moving to a place of better things, more coming in for you. So it could be, some of you could be stepping up in terms of career. Some of you could be traveling for work, school, promotions as well. And influence here has to do with I feel like maybe this is more for me about like rising up. So you are becoming the influence in this situation. That is incoming. All right, so let's clarify and look at what's here. We have the Ace of Hearts and the Eight of Diamonds. So we have there's something here about starting something new which is fulfilling to you. That could be in work, career. Dare I even say in love as well. Sometimes in these readings the whole love scenario wants to come through as well. Yeah, so there's like a desire here for a new opportunity to start on a project, to start working on something. So it's almost like, I'm surprised there's not like the Ace of Clubs, because there's it's like you found a calling, is what I want to say. Like you found a calling, it makes you feel really great, and you could see yourself doing this thing. Almost like if you find something and you think, this is the thing I could do for my job actually, it makes me feel really good, and when I do it I feel great about myself. Look at that, 10 of Diamonds. So that's the hidden energy here. it's like when you put those two things together, you do get prosperity. You do get something that you could invest in for the long term, and could actually, look at that, 9 of hearts and the 10 of diamonds. So it's not only something you desire, but it brings great prosperity. What is this for many of you? What is this influence? Four of Spades. Okay, flying decks, flying cards. 4 of Spades, 10 of Clubs. Okay, so it's almost like putting down a burden is what comes to mind. Putting down something. Like, and also like completion of something difficult. It could be that for many of you, almost like in the middle of this journey, you're feeling like, I feel like this is for many of you who actually know where you want to go in life. You have that little thing inside that tells you, this is actually what I want to do with my focus, where I want to go. But it could be other people. Remember, I was saying that there was like a third party thing, but it could be other people around you who may be encouraging you to not follow your path. And that is actually something you need to think about. Look at this crow, like going at it with these cigarettes. Like that's not good in the long run. That's not useful and beneficial in the long run. So there's something here where maybe some of you had started a business that was your passion and you feel like it's your purpose, and you didn't pursue it. You put it away because others encouraged you not to do it, and that has really become a strain. Like you think to yourself, I should have, I'm sorry I didn't follow this thing. The 8 of Spades, I felt like I got in my own way, or I let others get in the way here. And so now it's like, okay, now I need to make this decision, because I get the sense that maybe time has passed and you feel like I want to get on the road. Queen of Clubs with that abundance card. The Queen of Clubs is often the Queen of Wands in tarot. Often it's sometimes a creative venture, something that is someone who's an entrepreneur who calls in and attracts what she wants to her. The king tends to go and achieve what he wants, but she kind of knows that it's going to come to her. So there's like almost like a relaxedness about this. If you feel like there's this business I want to pursue, there is this project, there's this thing, even a hobby can become a passion and a project, purpose is what I want to say. Jack of Hearts in hidden energy. So it's like saying, this is something that I've always loved. With that 6 of Hearts, like maybe this is a project that you used to do as a child. Maybe you did it in high school or whatever it is. In college, you took a class and you learned how to do something, and it's stayed with you, but you have a great love for it. It's probably time to kind of speak that into being, to remember that actually is my self-expression. The Jack of Hearts, which is like the Knight of Hearts, can often be, or the page can often be an idea that comes to you, like a fresh idea that's like intuited, and it's worth listening to, right? It's worth listening to, but that idea is tied to something from the past, something that you love. So for you, I don't know what that is. Let me know in the comments. What is this thing that you loved growing up? 6 of Clubs, success, and now Queen of Hearts of Spades, someone who now is honest about who they are, who stands in their truth. Look at that. It's like the king who represents abundance comes out, the queen who represents achieving things, creative ventures, success in that way, and the king who represents being okay financially, stability wise, is here to tell us about the end results of this venture. I'm feeling like it's more to do with work life purpose, this reading. However, there is something here about connections as well. So there is almost like, for me, this story takes a turn where you separated from someone because people were involved, and now like you recognize that was very difficult for you. And I think that maybe there's a shift here where if that happened, you're thinking, I can't actually do this, like that's not in my best interest. And so it's like these two meeting again, someone you're very drawn to, wanting to kind of step up to the plate here, and there is like great things waiting, abundance here, new beginnings. So it's like for you to pluck it from the air, right? Look at that, King of Hearts in the so many court cards in this reading. So there's a very strong kind of energy that wants to come up. King of Hearts, this is something or someone that you love dearly, and it needs to be expressed. So let's get a finishing card. Community. All right, so we move from this separation, this difficulty and distance, to now coming together, to now uniting, and to having this sense of building together. That seems really nice to me. All right, guys, this is your reading, and if you enjoyed it, please do subscribe. Take care.